Imagine like a match that maybe the other person, he doesn't really engage, he doesn't want to take a risk. And who's on board, maybe wants to push the pace, wants to get close, wants to take the risk. And obviously you only do this because you train that way. You know how to calculate the risk. It's not because one person is right or they're wrong. The person that's right is the one that knows what he's doing. He's like calculating the risk. So the person on bottom, he really wants to get close. But the person on top just kind of keep it very safe. It's really hard to do something from like just hand distance. If you just reach with the hand, like you don't really have anything if you only reach with the hand. Because from the hand you need to get to the elbow. So if you always only have the hands, you don't have anything. So the hands need to get you closer. So the hands are like begin, but if you only have the hand, you cannot really reach anything. You don't. Doesn't mean like because you have a hand, he's gonna have the leg. So the other person just keep the hands on it, just keep like hands safe, hands safe. I'll never give like an elbow or hand. I always keep my hand. And some people really can control the distance. They really know how to control the distance. And for maybe someone look outside look like oh, nobody's doing nothing, But the other person's moving back, he keep a safe distance. He keep a safe distance, but he's still kind of close. And maybe from someone, but from who's on the body knows like, man, he doesn't engage, he doesn't get close. So who's on body needs to close the distance, needs to pass the barrel from the hand, needs to pass the barrel from the person's hand, needs to kind of engage, needs to move forward. Because the other person doesn't want to, And then obviously like, he doesn't only go back, because if you just go back, everybody will see like, oh, he's just going back, he can stay here and just kind of, and that doesn't look like he's going back. So instead of just going back, he goes side and then he go back and he goes sideways. And then who's on bottom, like I still look like oh, nobody's doing nothing. Yeah, but who's on top is just control the distance, because it's easy to control the distance on your feet, much easier. So who's on bottom needs to try beat the barrel. The barrel that's like from his hand, you need to engage. How you do this? You have to kind of speed it up. You have to speed it up. And you have to make the other person, cannot like a really kind of pace. When you pace, everybody looks like the same. But when you see someone speed up, the other guy he's gonna feel a little corner and then he's gonna have to do something, or everybody really, you have to just uncover him. You have to show that he's running from you. And who's on body has to speed it up. So how you speed it up? If there's no hand distance, you can even put a hand on the floor. You even put a hand on the floor to close the distance. But once you get to the hands distance, you don't put your hands on the floor, you get your hands on him. Again, this place. So if I'm over here, I can really like go get close, but I have my hands on him. If I cannot touch him, I can put my hand on the floor and just move forward. Once I put my hand forward and I get close to his hands, I use both hands because I don't want to be beat from his hands. If he's there and I get close and I don't have my hand and then he clinch and then he get on me and then I have to run from here and then now he's like, okay, I already did what I have to do to win. I got close and now he's definitely gonna get close to you. So if I'm close to his hands, I need to continue to move forward. I need to continue to move forward to get a hold of something. But I'm only gonna get close if I really speed up. And I have to speed it up. And really moving forward. Doesn't matter if you circle, I'm gonna push to go forward. If he keeps like a much safe distance, if he doesn't get hands, you don't wanna just go here, you don't cover that much room. You have to just kind of get your hands on the floor. Hands on the floor doesn't protect your legs. So hands on the floor, close the distance, but once you get close, you need to use your hands. As you get your hands on him, I want everybody engaged. So keep moving back. So I don't have no hands on him. As I get close to him, I can engage. If I get close to him and then he continues to move back, and I have to try and engage. Underhook, overhook, head control, double over, anything to connect, to engage with him. And then from there, you can go and try to sweep from there. The reason why we stay on your butt, because you cannot stand up. Maybe you don't want to stand up. Maybe you have a better guard than him. He has a better takedown than you. So you pull guard because of a reason. So if you're on your butt, it's because you want to play guard. But the reason exactly why you're on your butt. Because I don't know how someone scoop fall from here. Right? You know what I mean? Like, I don't see. It's hard. You're still not moving forward. So if you want to close the distance to someone that is not engaged, you don't want to get back on your feet, you know what I mean? You need to do something. You need to kind of cover a lot of room. And I'm talking about, not that you should do just butterfly guard. I'm talking about to close the distance. If you cannot get on your feet, you have to scoop forward. You scoop forward on your butt and keep your hands in front of you. If it's too far, you can use your hands. Once you get really close, get your hands on him. Let's go try this. Guys, I don't see a lot of people working this too hard, you know what I mean? I don't see like you putting like they're working on this position. And if the other person doesn't want to engage with you, you need to show that he's not trying hard. You need to show the ref, you need to show to someone that like when the other person is scared to risk, you need to show somebody that you've been trying. And there's not much ways to show that like, oh yeah, but he doesn't want to come to my guard. There's not much way to show that he's scared of you if you don't move forward. You have to get used to move forward. And then you think like, I don't want to take the risk. I don't want to take the risk. I have 10 minutes, why am I going to take the risk? In the first second, in the first minute. Yes, but you have to practice because if the guy score on you, you're going to take the risk. You're going to have to take the risk. If the guy score, like everybody knows, like you begin a match and then the person score first, like happened to everybody, you're going to have to take the risk. You have to take the risk. Who's going to give you something if you don't move forward and the guy's away to win you? Like, he's not going to step forward. He's not going to put his hand like in front of you till you get a hold of him. You're going to have to chase him. And anytime the other person is not engaged with you, you need to show him, you need to show whoever, the referee decision, whoever is around the crowd that's like, look, I'm trying. This guy who doesn't come here to do what he's supposed to do, you know. And you see a lot of people, you know, like, you know, like this doesn't do anything, you know what I mean? Like you need to move forward, you need to take a risk. I see people even doing this, you know what I mean? Like, you know, in a match, you know. So you have to move forward. And there's no much way to move forward if you're not gonna step up on your feet. If you're not gonna step up on your feet, besides like scooping forward, you know, you play guard. It's not a wrestling match, so you don't have to be on your feet. If it's a wrestling match and you sit down, all right, you're running from his feet, you know. But it's a jiu-jitsu, so you're not going against the rules. If you have a good wrestling, you can go there and take the person down. If the guy has a better wrestling, why you want to be on his feet and then be where the other person is better than you? So you want to make the other person fight you where you believe you're better than him. Doesn't matter if you have a good wrestling and the guy has a good wrestling, but you have a better guard than him. Why you want to go down, level up with him? If you get to one point, the person has the same takedown skills than you. Yeah, but I feel like I'm a little bit better than him. Yeah, but if you're a lot better than him in something else, you better be in something else and not in whatever level up with your opponent. So you need to figure out what you are a lot better than the person and make him be there with you. And many times, like if you have a good jiu-jitsu, you have to scoop over, you have to move forward. So you have to take the risk. And I don't think everybody likes or enjoy take the risk in the first round, the first minute, the first 30 seconds of the match. But you're gonna be in a position, that you're gonna have to take the risk somewhere in that fight. Maybe halfway, maybe in the first 30 seconds if the guy surprises with a takedown and then he starts stall. So you have to practice him. You have to practice, take the risk and move forward. And there's not much way to move forward and show the person he's just keep a safe distance. Then if you just really keep moving, you know, keep moving, really, even if you don't engage with him, he's gonna look like he's running from you. And then somebody's gotta do something. I hope you're in a rules that like the guy can get penalized. If you go for no rules tournament, all right, now you better like have a good wrestling. We're gonna take down and chase this guy outside the mat, you know what I mean? If the person stand up, much harder. You know, if he stand up, he's much quicker than you. You're on your butt, he's standing up. If he's standing up, he's gonna be faster, he's gonna be quicker than you. And the good thing is like at least show he's more away from you. He's not really trying. He's not even like putting his foot on front. He's just kind of you know. This definitely look more like he's run away. He doesn't want to engage. In Stamina's mat, he came to just score ones and just kind of avoid the whole mat. So this gotta show that he's afraid to go forward. So if he's standing up, you know, so he's moving forward, he's moving back, you know. So you have to keep doing the same thing, moving forward. Stay safe distance. So if I'm over here, I have only hands. If I don't have the hands, I keep scooping forward, keep away, stay away. Once I get close to him, I keep my hands up. He doesn't want to get hands on him, you know what I mean? He doesn't give a hand. And you get a hold of his hand. Once you get a hold of his hands, you keep moving forward. If he keeps backing up, break the grip, close the distance, and keep moving forward. It's the same thing, but he's going to be quicker. He's not on his knees, but at least it's going to show that he's been trying to avoid you more. So you have both sides. It's going to be hard to close the distance because he's on his feet, but he's going to show that he's run away. And you have to show it to someone. If you're in a match and then the guy doesn't want to engage, he has to lose. He has to lose. Doesn't matter if he's winning by 10 points. If he starts to run away from you, he has to be penalized. And I hope you're in the rules that you go there and you both want to fight. The rules has to protect you, you know. Like I'm here, I'm taking the risk, so somebody has to make this guy take a risk too. And you don't want to leave to the referee decide because the guy now, he just keep a safe distance. The guy has to know like who is stepping forward. And there's just like a few ways to step forward. Or stand up on your feet and chase him, or you on your guard and like really chase him, make him stay on your guard. If he already took you down, now it's time he has to pass your guard. He cannot take you down and expect you like, oh, I'm waiting for you to get back on your feet again. No, you already took me down. Now let's stay on the ground. Something like that, you know what I mean? So let's do the same thing. He keeps a safe distance. I have no hands. Hands on the floor, scoop forward. Once I get a hands, I get a hold of the hands. Once I get the hands and then he tries to stay close, I'm going to the leg. Every time you get a hold of the hands and the person like take the hands out, take the leg. As you take the leg, you can pull guard, but you can't stand up. Maybe you didn't play takedown because you're never able to get to his leg. You're never able to get to his leg because you both has a very similar level, very close level. But once you're on the guard, that's a different ways to get to someone's leg. Maybe if you feel like he can stand up with the person's leg, instead of take a shot, now you can stand up and take his leg and finish the takedown starting from the bottom. So let's do the same thing, close the distance, try and understand when you can put your hand on the floor, and once you have to keep your hands forward. If you cannot touch his hands, you can put the hands on the floor and close the distance. Once you close the distance and you have his hands, you better keep your hands protected because you don't want to be here and then just go to the leg and expose your neck or something like this. Let's go try this.